chance to be a trap game coming off of Maui and then Duke. And I'm just very, very impressed with my guys for being excited about playing. I think watching Dayton play in Maui, and Dayton obviously is in the Atlantic 10, and knowing that this LaSalle team won the Atlantic 10 a year ago, they lost some guys, but still our guys respected them. They honored the game and played hard. We turned them over early, and that sort of set the tone for us. We didn't turn Duke over. We kind of let Duke run their offense, and that was one thing that we look back at. And it's hard to do, easier said than done. But Richmond takes good care of the basketball. They average 9 turnovers a game, and we had about that many at halftime. So, and then on the offensive end, they were all about taking Janai away and double teaming the post, and Janai just give me the ball so I can throw it to a teammate. Just give me the ball so I can throw it to a teammate. And that was really, really pretty basketball. And once again, the Auburn family, it just never ceases to amaze me. You go to Duke, and we have more fans there than any visiting team probably at Cameron Indoor Stadium, and maybe the history of that building. That's the way the Auburn family turned out. Got on StubHub and got every ticket they possibly could get. Duke even had to send out an email to their season ticket holders reminding them not to sell their tickets. That used to be here. When we played Kentucky, there was more blue in the house than there was Auburn fans. That's not the case now, and I just want the fans to know I'm grateful. And then tonight was a big time sellout tonight, and I think we had some people that had to see us play before. So, crowd was great, and our kids entertained them pretty good.
All right, Adam, Mike, and then Ferg.
Bruce, just getting Jakai back on the floor and kind of getting him some heavy minutes. Just how valuable was that for him, and what did you see from him today?
Well, a couple things about that. First of all, Jakai didn't make the trip to Houston, and then missed a couple games. But then he was on our bench. Problem is, he was on our bench when we're going to Maui, and then come back going to Duke. And there was just no opportunity to get him rotations in practice. My job as a coach is to put the kids out in positions to be successful. And to Jakai's credit and his family's credit, they understood that. And so we worked really hard this week now coming back from Duke at getting him his repetitions. Chad Baker-Mazar plays 18 minutes almost by choice, recognizing that we got to get Jakai out there. He needs the reps, and Chad Baker just incredibly unselfish. But there's an example of a guy that can help us get better. He's going to make some mistakes. He made some tonight, but he's going to make a lot happen too. And so I was pleased with having him on the floor and some things that he did.
And Mike, and then Ferg.
Coach, working Janai in, you continue to balance a lot of minutes. You had 6 players with 20 minutes or more tonight. I think even more than that. How does your balance continue to flesh out as you get closer to conference play?
Well, I mean, again, Janai the same way. He only played 23 minutes and only scored 11 points, and he didn't care. He didn't. Tonight was just I thought he had more than 5 rebounds, but he's just happy with the win and ready to get to Ohio State. And I think when you have that attitude, it's infectious on the team. The guys continue to make the extra pass. We had 33 baskets. 23 of those baskets were assisted on. So it's a good sign.
Ferg, and then Peter.
Bruce, you had 3 guys have 3 3-pointers in the first half. Just the inside-out game with everybody, concentrating on Janai. Just how much more valuable is it when you have more than just 1 or 2 weapons that can hit like that?
It makes whatever offense you're running makes it much better when you got to guard us on the perimeter. And obviously, Richmond picked their poison. Double team inside, the perimeter's open, and fortunately our guys were obviously made shots. And right now, Miles is shooting a great percentage, Chad Baker shooting a great percentage, Tahaj shooting a great percentage. Denver is not shooting a great percentage, but he will. I mean, every time he's open, I want him to shoot it. And so, and having a couple of our bigs like Janai and Cheney be able to shoot the basketball as well, I think is really makes us better.
Peter.
So Jakai had double figures in his first game back. Had a couple big highlight plays in the rim as well. Just with what he brings offensively, how much does that add to all the weapons that you mentioned?
Well, it's funny because like I was teasing him that he managed to squeeze off 9 shots, and I could only get Janai Broom, the All-American, 10. And that's sort of like Jakai finds the ball and he finds a way to score the ball. But the biggest thing for him is continue to be productive, continue to defend, and continue to learn. and and you're not going to get it all back every game. You're not, it's just, and so I think it's important that we continue to share the ball. Like, Chaney Johnson only gets 4 shots. Dylan got 8 shots. Probably could have converted a little bit better, but we just got to share it.
Yeah, obviously we're focusing on defense after that Duke game. I know you talked about it in your intro, just the challenges that Richmond provided. Just what was the key for y'all to just impact them as much as y'all did from the half court perspective?
Well, we have a defensive system, and the 5-out offense, the Princeton offense. Coach Mooney, you spent time at Princeton, and nobody runs a 5-out better. So we do know how to guard it. It's sometimes, guys, it's about matchups. There are certain things that we defend really well, and that's one of the things that we defend really well. Ohio State will bring a completely different offensive system in, and we'll take our defensive system and match it up. But that's just a good matchup for us. We know how to guard it.
Davis with the final question.
Coach, you've coached a lot of impressive freshmen before. Where does Tahad rank on that? And, where's he been consistently for you just being a factor in this offense?
Well, I mean, he's consistently made shots. He's consistently, the better the opponent, the better he plays. He wants to be coached, and we're on him pretty good. He's very accountable himself, but he wants to be taught. And our guys have done a great job, even though we've got seniors with those 2 freshmen. Our guys have really brought them along. This team likes each other, and like Tahad, I got asked a question the other day about when is he going to start, and I said that's really not even hadn't even really thought about that, because that group that's starting right now is starting really well, and Tahad doesn't care about that. But I tell you what, he does want to be there at the end.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.